Scout Automobile welcome to start, and today the legend wakes up again. Not quietly, not politely, but with thunder in its chest and fire in its eyes, because this is the story of the 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, a name that doesn't just belong to a car, it belongs to an era, a rebellion, a feeling that muscle cars should never apologize for being loud, Trans Am, and unforgettable. Close your eyes for a second and imagine the roar of American asphalt in the late 70s, the screaming decals, the shaker hood, the screaming V8, and that iconic screaming bird spreading its wings across the hood like it's ready to take flight. Now open your eyes, because the future has arrived, and the Firebird Trans Am is reborn for 2026, sharper, angrier, smarter, and more powerful than ever before, while still respecting the soul that made it immortal. This is not just a revival, this is a resurrection done right. Pontiac may have disappeared from showrooms years ago, but it never disappeared from hearts, garages, posters, or late-night dreams. The 2026 Firebird Trans Am doesn't come to ask permission, it comes to remind the world what true American muscle feels like in a modern age dominated by silence, screens, and safe design. The moment you see it, you know this car means business. The stance is wide, low, and aggressive, like a predator crouched before the hunt. The front fascia is bold, with a sharp modern reinterpretation of the classic split grille, flanked by razor-thin LED headlights that glare like focused eyes in the dark. The hood is where history speaks the loudest. The flag dies in the dark. The hood is where history speaks the loudest. That legendary bird is back, redesigned with modern precision but old-school attitude, stretching proudly across a sculpted hood that hints at the power beneath. Air vents are functional, not decorative, feeding the beast under the hood while adding to the raw visual drama. Every line on the body flows with purpose, from the muscular front fenders to the tight waistline and the powerful rear haunches that look ready to launch the car forward at any moment. This is not a soft retro tribute, this is a modern muscle icon that respects its past without living in it. Step around to the side, and the profile tells a story of speed even when standing still. The roofline is sleek and fastback inspired, blending classic Firebird proportions with modern aerodynamics. Frameless windows add a touch of sophistication, while large alloy wheels fill the arches perfectly, wrapped in high-performance tires that grip the road like claws. The rear is equally dramatic, with a wide stance, aggressive diffuser, quad exhaust tips, and a full-width LED taillight design that glows like molten lava at night and told. Perfusing to us of diffuser, quad exhaust tips and a full-width-like stance, and glows like tips in a full-width-like stance, what refusion directed, with a wide stance directed mining. A subtle rear spoiler finishes the look, not oversized, not shy, just enough to say this car was built to move fast and stay planted. Now open the door, and you step into a cockpit designed for drivers, not passengers. The interior of the 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is where classic muscle meets modern performance luxury. You're greeted by a low seating position, thick bolstered sport seats, and a dashboard angled toward the driver like a fighter jet cockpit. Materials are premium but purposeful, with leather, Alcantara carbon fiber accents, and brushed metal details that remind you this is a serious machine. The seats hug you tight, ready to hold you in place when the road starts to twist or the throttle hits the floor. In front of you, a fully digital instrument cluster blends retro-inspired graphics with modern clarity. You can switch between classic round-gauge layouts and futuristic performance displays showing G-forces, lap times, boost pressure, and engine data. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, thick, and wrapped in leather, with paddle shifters that feel solid and mechanical, not like video game buttons. Every control feels intentional, from the drive mode selector to the tactile switches that let you adjust suspension, exhaust sound, and steering weight. The infotainment system is fast, responsive, and intuitive, featuring a large central touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, performance telemetry, and a premium audio system that can shake the cabin when you want to hear the engine sing. With customizable colors that can match your mood, your drive mode, or your favorite Firebird heritage theme. This is a cabin built for long drives, hard driving, and pure enjoyment. But let's be honest, no one talks about a Trans Am without talking about what lives under the hood, and this is where the 2026 Firebird truly earns its wings. At the heart of this beast is a modernized American V8, expected to be a naturally aspirated or supercharged powerhouse, delivering brutal acceleration and that unmistakable muscle car soundtrack. We're talking serious numbers here, well north of 500 horsepower in its standard performance trim, with higher output variants pushing even further for those who crave maximum adrenaline. The engine is paired with a choice of a slick shifting manual transmission for purists who want full control, or a lightning-fast automatic that delivers brutal shifts and relentless acceleration. Power is sent to the rear wheels, as it should be, with a limited slip differential that ensures every ounce of torque is put to good use. The exhaust system is active, allowing you to switch from a refined growl and city driving to an earth-shaking roar when you open it up. This is the kind of sound that turns heads, echoes through tunnels, and sends shivers down your spine. Acceleration is savage, with the 2026 Firebird Trans Am launching from 0 to 60 in the low 4-second range, possibly even quicker in higher performance trims. The throttle response is immediate, the power delivery relentless, and the feeling behind the wheel is pure, raw excitement. With 5 Euro conference trims, the throttle response is immediate, the power delivery relentless, and the feeling behind the wheel is pure, raw excitement. The Century Gatz Design 40. The power delivery relentless and the feeling behind the wheel is pure, raw excitement, and seamless bends. The power delivery relentless and the feeling behind the wheel is pure. Yet this isn't an old-school muscle car that only knows how to go fast in a straight line. The chassis has been engineered with modern performance in mind, featuring advanced suspension geometry, adaptive dampers, and a lightweight architecture that balances strength with agility. On twisty roads, the Trans Am surprises you. It feels planted, responsive, and confident, with steering that communicates what the front tires are doing and a balance that encourages you to push just a little harder. High-performance brakes provide massive stopping power, with large ventilated discs and multi-piston calipers that resist fade even under aggressive driving. Drive modes allow you to tailor the car's personality, from a comfortable cruiser for daily driving to an all-out performance monster for track days or spirited weekend runs. Decology plays a supporting role, not a controlling one. Advanced driver assistance systems are present, including adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and collision warning, but they're tuned to stay out of the way when you want to drive. Traction control and stability systems can be adjusted or relaxed, giving experienced drivers the freedom to explore the car's limits while still providing a safety net when needed. One of the most exciting aspects of the 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is how it bridges generations, and 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is how it bridges generations. For those who grew up idolizing the original Trans Am, this car feels like a dream come true, a modern interpretation that doesn't mock the past or water it down. For younger enthusiasts, it's a bold alternative to the sea of similar-looking sports cars, offering a unique identity, a powerful presence, and a connection to automotive history that few modern vehicles can match. Customization plays a big role in the Firebird experience. Buyers can choose from a range of exterior colors inspired by classic Pontiac shades as well as modern metallic and matte finishes. Designed, hood decals, stripe packages, wheel designs, brake caliper colors, and interior trims allow each Trans Am to feel personal. Special heritage editions may pay tribute to iconic models from the past, featuring unique badging, color schemes, and performance upgrades that celebrate the Firebird's legendary legacy. This car is not about chasing trends, it's about setting its own path. In a world increasingly focused on electrification and quiet efficiency, the 2026 Firebird Trans Am stands as a statement that passion still matters, that driving should be emotional, and that cars can still make your heart race before you even turn the key. It's not anti-future, it's pro-feeling, blending modern engineering with timeless excitement. On the highway, the Trans Am settles into a confident, comfortable cruise, with a suspension that's smoothed out imperfections and a cabin that feels solid and refined. On back roads, it transforms into something wild, alive, and addictive, begging you to take the long way home. Every drive becomes an event, every startup a moment, every downshift a reminder that you're piloting something special. The 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is more than a car. It's a symbol of revival, of listening to enthusiasts, of honoring a name that deserved another chapter. It proves that muscle cars can evolve without losing their soul, that performance can coexist with technology, and that legends never truly die. They just wait for the right moment to return. As the sun sets and the taillights glow, as the engine ticks softly after a hard drive, you realize this is the kind of car that stays with you. It's the kind of machine you look back at after parking, the kind that sparks conversations at gas stations, the kind that makes every drive feel like a celebration. The Firebird Trans Am doesn't whisper its presence, it announces it, proudly, loudly, and unapologetically. This is the return of an icon, reborn for a new generation, but built with the same fire that made it legendary. The 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am spreads its wings once again. In 2026 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, ready to dominate roads, hearts, and imaginations, proving that true muscle never fades, it only gets stronger with time.